There's so many women who are currently feeling like a single mum and their partner's right next to them. Who live in a house with a man, but they feel like a single parent.
Talk about that.
His and her point of view. In this world where we grew, there's his and her point of view, his and her point of view. In this world where we grew, there's his and her point of view.
It's called Off My Chest. You called it 3 different things, by the way.
Did I?
Get it off my chest.
I'm remixing it every
like
time.
every single. But you're the brand, my G.
Off my chest.
So are you. His and hers perspective.
Yeah. You
Technically
changed the whole name of the episode. Like, well, we've got 2 podcasts now.
Are you spudding? I
got
beg
2
you,
podcasts.
and break up a happy home between you.
We've got 2 podcasts.
It's the same thing.
Same thing.
What is?
His and hers point of view. And the song's called His and Hers Perspective. So, like, it's the same
No, but
thing.
what are you running with?
Same but different.
Same difference is crazy.
Same but different.
His and her perspective. There's
Same
no
thing,
need
but
for.
different.
There's no need for this then.
Same but different. Am I doing the intro?
I feel like we're in.
We are in.
I feel like we actually in.
We could be in.
We could be in.
Hey guys, you are watching His and Hers point of view
Point of view.
with
Not
myself, Mama
perspective.
Hebz. Shush.
And your boy Aaron. No, don't shush. And your boy Aaron. And your boy Aaron.
Well, we take your dilemmas, answer them, and
Oh, we're doing back and forth now.
why
and,
not?
And get everything
We're
off
a
our chest.
team.
There we go.
There we
and get
go.
everything off our chest.
Yes.
Everything.
So guys, Aaron today had a tour. Where did you go today, Aaron?
No, I came here
But where
But
did you end up,
on a
Aaron?
ferry. Yeah, I ended up. I know you're looking at me like, what's going on? So I followed
Is
the
it
sat
Waze?
nav.
Is it Waze?
Waze.
Yeah.
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 No, Waze. You're not funny, Aladdin. Okay, you are.
I feel like we need a camera eventually on Aladdin.
No, it's fine.
No.
No, what's that?
Anyway, I was following the sat nav, and it said take a left. I took the left,
Yeah.
and then I went through some barriers,
Then you were stuck.
and then this guy comes over to me and says you need to move your car over a bit. So I'm like, okay, just thinking I'm in a queue to go somewhere. The next minute I'm on a ferry.
And you can't even turn around, you know.
There was nowhere to go.
Yeah.
I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know
Yeah.
where this ferry was going. I was like, I might miss the whole pod. Like, I didn't know where. Like, and then the guy came over and I was like, what's actually going on here? And he was like, yeah, no, it's a ferry to take you across. So I was like, okay. He said it's like 5 minutes, but
And
it could have
there's
gone horribly
no
wrong.
traffic.
No traffic, and it didn't cost.
Yeah.
Because the first thing I'm thinking is, how
Yeah.
much am I paying for this?
No, it's cool.
It's free.
Yeah.
Yeah, Woolwich,
I've
the
had
Woolwich
it,
ferry.
I've had it before where I'm like, no, thank you. I've literally quickly took a set.
Oh, before you went in.
So now I've changed my settings on Waze where it says like no ferries, no whatever. Because when you live in South London and you venture into the real world,
Yeah.
you might end up in a ferry.
It's a mess. But it weren't that bad. Like, it's probably a good
Are you
option
gonna
to choose,
take
right?
the kids for a
I
ride?
was thinking that, in my head, I was
Can
thinking
you
that
leave?
could be
You're
a
not
fun
allowed
day
to leave,
out.
are you?
What?
Like, can you get out of the car for the
No,
5
no,
minutes?
no.
It's like, come on,
No.
children. Let's
Have a look around, yeah. That could be a cheap day out. Yeah.
Anyways, are you ready for the dilemma?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm ready. No, aren't we getting stuff off our chest?
Oh yeah, my bad.
Look at this.
I'm eager, man. I'm not gonna lie. Okay.
Can we
so-
just compliment the colours that you're wearing today? I really like the green. I really like the
Thank
green.
you. I'm wearing colours for you because I live in uniform, black on black on black on black, and sometimes like off black because it's been washed a few times. But
But it's
for you, innit?
No,
Because
it's
I
nice.
took note that you want me to switch up a bit.
I think we got to address what we're saying. It wasn't that I wanted her to switch it up, like there was something wrong with how it looked before. It was just, you know what? Maybe some
No, he's
some,
trying to oppress my
some
personality.
colours would look nice.
No, he's basically.
What's your
telling me-
favourite colour? Black. just is that even? Does
So,
that count?
I
bro?
like black, emerald green, and royal blue.
I feel like when someone says what's your favourite
And
colour,
gold.
white and black should automatically be
I-
like
Excluded. Are you
excluded
mad?
because I feel
I
like
hate white.
no, but that's what I mean. So white and black we remove from the conversation. What's your favourite colour? Like I'm
Mm.
expecting like a red, purple, yellow, something
I
like
like
that.
this.
That's nice.
What's your favourite colour?
Blue,
What kind of blue? Listen, the shades.
like baby blue.
Ew.
Baby
Sorry.
blue. It's every time. Like, I don't know why you bother asking me questions. You set
No,
me up.
but
No,
do you
you
know,
set
like-
me up every
Do you know,
time.
'cause look, Royal Blue's rich, and it's like it's
To be fair, I don't know the different blues, so
But
I just
royal
say
b-
baby blue because
baby
it's
baby
safer.
blue,
Dark
like
blue, baby
pastel
blue.
blue's nice.
See, I'm dark blue, baby blue.
That's it.
That's
There's
all I
no
know.
in
That's all I
between.
know. I don't know the rest of the
That's how you know he's a man.
the way that others look.
That's all good. So, what are you gonna get off your chest today, sir?
You know what? Let's go with the car stuff. Yeah, the congestion charge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know when I've actually gone into the zone. I know. See, you're looking at me already. Yeah, I feel like someone needs to back me up. I know there's C's
He's a
on.
non-driver.
I know there's C's. There's C's on the floor.
Hello.
Yeah, but let's just say you missed the C.
Then there's another one,
No, but it doesn't. No,
and there's one on the side, and there's one on the other side.
but it doesn't
and there's
necessarily
also a
work like that.
countdown.
It doesn't necessarily work like that. I feel because if you've gone into it or not, let's just say you've not gone into it, but in your head you're thinking, where did I go into it? I'm not sure.
Mhm.
There's nowhere to check.
No, you just gotta wait for the ticket.
You've got to wait for the ticket, or you
Yeah.
pay
in hope
in hope
that yeah.
that I went into it. So I'm paying, and I'm like, I beg I went into it.
So why don't you change the setting? Today we're gonna talk about.
No,
this
the way
after we
settings. No,
finish.
because you're gonna act
We're
like
go- we're
like
go-
I'm
we're gonna
uneducated.
adjust it.
The way settings.
It's not uneducated.
No, uneducated on
I'm
ways.
expanding your knowledge.
I've got my actually this morning. I sorted all my settings on ways.
Besides the ferry.
Besides, because I didn't think about the ferry. I didn't think. I was thinking about the ULEZ. All right, I don't care about that. All of
Yeah.
that. But yeah, there's just no way to tell. The
Fair enough,
Dartford
yeah.
charge, you can set that up as well.
Yeah, 100%.
So anytime I go in that, it just comes out of my account. That's calm. But the
Yeah.
congestion,
There's ones in Birmingham
£18
now that try and throw you off to like £14.50
for where?
in Birmingham on the way to Birmingham. Like to take a route, there's like a clean air route that if you're gonna go through it, you gotta pay.
For clean air.
I mean, they're trying to like minimize pollution basically. They're just making it sound
I'm not
fancy.
paying £14 for clean air.
Then you got to pay extra half an hour. You just fully changed my lens. You know, you're rude.
Did I change the lens?
Yeah, with your hefty feet.
So you know
what
what?
size feet are you, sir?
This
Because you just changed me. You just switched me up.
kind of for one.
Do you want to like?
Even if I had
extend
size
your
6
feet?
feet, yeah, that still would have happened, yeah, because the carpet is not
But
stuck.
If it's size 6 feet, you would
No.
have gone like.
No, no, these are size 12. These
That's
are
alright.
size 12.
It's okay.
No, but they're a bit too tight.
So you're really 13.
No,
but the
in
Hirachis-
Hirachi, yeah, exactly.
Hirachis are like-
Hirachis, I'm size 13.
Okay. So what you're forcing yourself into?
No, because I bought these, yeah. We're just announcing my whole business. I don't like to buy stuff full price.
Fair enough.
So I wait for things to go on sale. Or if I see something on sale,
100%. Why pay full
if
price?
I go on a
Sure.
website, I'm going straight to the sale section. Like even ASOS.
There's some gems there, man.
Yeah. And I'm still looking for a
before
discount
the
code off
official
the
sale.
sale.
Oh, 100%. I'm on Google
Yeah.
straight away.
See, there we
ASOS
go.
promo codes.
What's on your chest though?
On my chest, okay, what really
It's
what
alright.
really upsets me.
Be you.
No, because we can't get censored. Wait, why is being me a rude person? I'm a lady. Alana, don't say nothing. I belched so loud earlier.
Seriously.
And I'm like, but I'm
We're
a
seeing
lady.
all the sides to Hebz. I'm just saying, I came in the studio, she's hidden in the Betis corner.
Going back.
Like, if you're gonna make someone jump, yeah, at least turn off the lights or be loud when you come out. Like it was the quietest
Brr.
like, okay. Hi Hebz.
All right, so what I want to get off my chest is parents, specifically mothers, please stop counting your child's age in months. Once you've hit 1 year old, we just say 1 year and 2 months. Don't start saying 24 months, 27 months. It's long. I find it absolutely jarring.
I don't think
know.
no one ever says 24 months.
I
Though. If
swear
someone
on
says
my
24
life,
months, no.
Wallahi, I swear to God, there's mothers who are like, oh, so he's actually 25 months tomorrow, and I'm all like, they'll be like, he's 23 months and 5 days and like 2 hours, and I'm just like, oh, nigga, how old's your child? I'm like, crap, what day was he born?
24
I don't know
months.
my own child's age, and it's just like these people know like the hour and the day and the night and where the sun was hitting.
You know, when someone gets to like, if someone said 20 months, I'd actually have to calculate that, and that would
No,
take me a
it's
while.
fine.
I'd be like, so what is that?
So I worked it out. So my child is gonna start when he. I'm just gonna basically start counting my child's age in months, and he's currently 108 months. Kilo.
Yeah, no, I figured that.
So
Imagine.
and then when
I
he
figured
gets
it was
really
Khalil.
old, I'll be like, I want a child pass because he's only like 3,000 months old.
So wait, how many months are you?
I don't know.
No, calculate it. Quick maths.
Brother, you mad?
Oh, the calculator comes out.
Yeah.
Is everyone calculating their
Wait, I'm not gonna expose mine. I'm not exposing
everyone's
myself.
calculating
No, I
their
doubt
age
it.
in months. You know what? This is a better way. This is actually a better way when someone asks you your age.
Look.
If you say, "Oh wow," no. When someone asks you your age, if you don't want to tell them,
my days, I'm like half of you. I mean, I'm double you. You're half of me. My youths.
yeah,
Oh, babes.
yeah, you're
Aladdin.
you're
You said 4. You said about 4.
Oh yeah, 4 is our number. Today's a full day.
yeah. I'm the oldest here. Clearly,
It's alright, man.
Aladdin's number looks like he's on discount. That's how.
He's in outlet
That's how low that number
clearance
was.
section.
But I think that's a bet. I'm gonna do that from now on. When someone says, "How old are you?" I'm just gonna
Just
say the
say
months.
it, and they're
yeah,
gonna be like, "What?"
that's
it's
for
just
you to
like,
figure
go
out,
figure,
innit?
innit?
Yeah, that's for you to
Quick
figure out now.
maths. So yeah, so basically, mothers, please stop doing it. Like once you've hit age 1, we'll just keep it 7. We'll just say 1 plus 3 months. Or just say they're almost 1.5. We don't need to know the days. And
No,
the
I feel
years
like
and the
I feel
weeks.
I feel like 14 months is still acceptable.
No, it's
No,
not.
I'm okay with that because I
It's
can
not a
quickly
contract.
identify
It's
it.
not 18-month contract, 24-month contract. Do you know when like they say it's 24-month contract? Just say it's 2 years, my G. Just say 2 years. Yeah, I don't know why you're trying to make it like you're softening the blow by 20. That sounds like a lot of months.
No, I feel okay. Fair. Do you sign up to 2 year? They got 3 years
These
now.
days it's 2 or 3. There isn't such thing as a 1-year contract. Or there's like a roll on, obviously SIM only. But we're not here to promote SIM cards today. So
Yeah,
we're good.
yeah.
So mothers, please.
So what we're saying? What's the conclusion? After
maybe
a year,
maybe like a year. Then we can start saying a year and 2 months, a year and a half, almost 2 years old. Like I genuinely like as far as like
why can't you just say even if they're like
milestones.
15 months? Why can't you just say 1?
Yeah, no, but the thing is, I get in milestones, it matters in months. Like for the first year, like, okay, at 4 months, they're expected to do this. At 6 months, they're expected to do this. But there comes a point where, like, your son's walking next to you. I don't need to know how many months he is. I don't need to know how many weeks he is. He's grown enough to hold his own neck up. We're good.
Okay, all right. We've established. I hope this has helped a lot of people. I feel
gonna
like
get- I'm
someone's
gonna
gonna
get
watch this who actually calls their son like 22 months and be like, "Oh, you lot, just don't switch off."
It's like, it's my midwife made me do it. You are in control of your own self. Yeah? Miss Independent, you got this, girl.
You got this.
All right. So, dilemma. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Guys, I need your advice. I'm a single mother to an amazing 7-year-old son. Me and his father broke up 2 months ago due to his repeated infidelity.
I feel like I already want to cut you off. Like I'm
So-
tired of that. Go.
I mean, it's been happening
just
from
keep
before we were
going.
born. Since we split, he has made my life very difficult. It's almost impossible to socialize, let alone date, by him not helping me out with our son, knowing that I don't have any other support. He bombards me with loads of videos from different podcasts about the importance of being a father and having a father at home, and how my son has little chance of success if he's raised with just me. Jab him in the throat.
Hi,
Um,
I'm here.
he's
Raised by
al-
just my mum.
He's also sent me videos and articles on statistics. Here we go. How being a single mum will only harm my son. But his constant lies and deception and also disrespect, I don't see why I should be taking him back and how that will help. I'm torn as what to do, and if getting back on my ex would be the best thing for my child, even if it's even if it's not exactly what I want. Woosa. Over to you, sir.
Layers upon layers upon layers. Firstly, can we just thank everyone that sends in dilemmas?
100%.
I just feel like I want to do that because we're getting inundated.
I mean, you're popping all the time. You're like sending
We are
me-
getting inundated.
Yeah, but it's coming to your inbox mainly, innit? I'm getting like, but mine are all similar, innit? I just get like my audience is.
You could have
mean,
just said yes. You could have just said
That's
yeah.
so
We're
true.
getting
We are
inundated.
getting very inundated, and I appreciate you guys. Not on like wholeheartedly, we appreciate you guys.
Can you just repeat the last part of that
Oh my
about
God.
even if she doesn't want to, or
So
something.
I'm
along
torn
those
as
lines.
what to do, and if getting back on my ex would be the best thing for my child, even if it's not exactly what I want.
So shouldn't that be? Maybe I'm just tripping, yeah, but shouldn't
Mm.
that be one of the main priorities there? What you want,
Yeah.
or as a mum, do you? I can speak from a dad's point of view, yeah. From a mum's point of view,
Mm.
are you okay to sacrifice your happiness for your child in terms of relationships?
I think initially, yeah, because I did that. Initially, I was like, okay, cool, my son needs to thrive in that environment because I was her, she is me. Like, I was in fear of being a statistic, and I was in fear that, you know, like my parents were together, and I wanted to make sure that my child is like being raised in that environment. So initially, I'm like, cool, they have like a decent bond together. I enjoy watching them bond. Like, maybe I can handle this. Maybe I can tolerate it. And then it came a point where I'm like, actually, wait, how is this beneficial to anyone? And then that's when I pulled a plug, when I realized actually it's now about what my child's going to see, what he's going to feel, and how it's going to shape him being in this environment that's not quite working out. But that's when I realized I deserve better. I always knew I deserved better, but my child also deserves to be in an environment where he's thriving. So
So you felt the pressures yourself of
staying,
because you was raised in a 2-parent household.
100%.
So
I had no desire for divorce. Like, divorce was like the last thing ever. Like, we'll be like, I will die old with you. Like, that's it.
once a man's got you, he's got you.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Like, I'm fully old school. We work it out together, but we've got to be both willing to work it out. But we've got to both want to grow. But
Do you feel like, again, we're diving into it, but I just want to touch on certain areas. Do you feel that when men know that about a woman, it gives them a free card?
I think the wrong man, yeah. I think the wrong man that knows a woman's committed and she's literally like unconditional love for you and almost like somewhat dependent on you because she's now invested her whole life into you. It's her identity, you're an extension of it, whatever. Then they can get complacent, they can take the piss, they can start abusing the kindness and actually go, do you know what, I know she's not going to leave, so let me not make an effort here, let me not, you know. But then the right guy is going to be like, do you know what, like, I got to keep her for real, so let me just like remind her that she's a gem and I appreciate her, and if ever she's not feeling it, then we need to work this out, and vice versa. It's reciprocated energy.
You see, with the infidelity that was mentioned there, was it when did she say, while she was pregnant, before she was pregnant?
It doesn't specify, it's just basically repeated infidelity, so I'm guessing probably throughout.
I might sound bad here, yeah. I want to go into the statistic.
We have a
part.
glitch, guys.
Yeah, can you edit that so it just sounds so
No.
smooth, yeah? But repeated infidelity, there's a role that you're playing within that. Like,
Who?
as in the woman. I'm saying it
Carry on. Carry
I'm
on.
saying it respectfully. When someone shows you who they are, yeah, even if it's a side you don't like, you can easily say they didn't mean it, but sometimes we just forget and then go through it again, and then, oh damn, they've done it again. All right,
We never forget, and that's the one thing I'd say. Go on. Did you want to say it? Did you want to
like
answer?
the best apology ever is change behavior.
100%.
And if this person is not showing you their behavior has changed, the apology was insincere.
100%.
So why are you still there?
'Cause I'm a fool for love. No, because it's a rookie move that so many. I mean, listen, let's just break it down to music. 'Cause that's our love language, right? How many songs have you heard about? And it's predominantly men talking about, I'm so sorry I cheated on you. It's such a cultural accepted thing that it's even spoken about, and it's like, he cheated on me, but I gotta take him back. Like, I'm making up songs here, but my point is, there's a theme, right? Which
Keisha
means,
Cole, I should have cheated.
there we go.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? And it's just like, it's one of those things where so many women are, I mean, women cheat as well, yes, before the man them go, calm down, the keyboard warriors. But there are so many women who are cheated on, and there's so many women who feel like we should take we should take him back, whether it's a cultural pressure, like, oh, it's fine as long as he's a good man, as long as he's not hit you, as long as he's not disrespected you, but that is disrespect.
He's
but
not a good man though.
No, but to some people, being a good man is being a provider. Being a good man is you know, he'll mash someone up for you. I don't know. Like, everyone's got their own subjective definition of what a man is, right?
Okay.
Or what a good man is, which is very unhealthy.
Yeah.
I'd say that the definitions of what you hear women say to each other, it's just like, yeah, I know. And some women are like, it reached a point now where women are like, let him cheat, but don't let me know. Like, there's and I'm just like, why have we come to this point where it's just become acceptable to cheat? But anyway, I digress.
Like, this whole, so we're saying a good man. No, it's not even that.
I'm not saying that.
Sometimes people will say, I know he's done that, but he's such a good dad.
Yep. But because people forget that they're all connected.
If you're in a relationship with the father or mother of your child, yeah, what should be the priority to you as a parent? Whether they're a good dad or whether they're a good partner?
Both.
I want you to choose.
I think, I know it's meant to be how he is with me, but if he was good to me but bad to my child, then I don't care about me. I care about my child. So I'll think about my child first.
Yeah, so if he's a bad
father,
if he's a bad father
but good to me,
but good to you,
not acceptable.
you'd leave him.
Yeah.
But if he's bad to you and good to your son, you'll stay with him.
No, not I'll stay with him. I'd consider trying to
But
like,
it'll be less definitive. You're saying,
do you know what it is?
If he's a bad father, I'm
why.
gone.
I'll tell you why, because a lot of us women put ourselves on the
Second.
all the time, and it's like we always prioritize other things, other people. It's just by default. Like, the certain type of women. Some women are like raggo and they're very confident, and they'll just step, like, they'll literally go toodles. Whereas for me, I'll be like, yeah, but like, and then you start feeling guilty. Like, I'm gonna separate this family. It's me. He's not leaving me. He's mistreating me. He's cheated on me, but he's still here. But he's still here for other reasons, not because he wants to make the family work out. It's because it's long for him to move. He's got someone who's sitting here and tolerating it. So we're likely to stay a little bit longer in hope that we can not be a statistic, in hope that things can, like, he can wake up and go, I appreciate you, girl.
All right, before I jump into the main part I want to touch on, which is the stats, let me ask you a question. Do you think in a man-woman relationship with a child, if the man cheats, the woman's more likely to stay than if the woman cheats?
Oh, 100%. Are you mad? Sorry, that's a very bad response to you. It's not an attack on you. Do you know how many men, like, who've cheated and then their girl, like, even entertains a guy, and he's just like, their ego is like, well, bun you and your life, I'm gone, you're trash, you're this, you're that. And I'm like, but mind you, like, you cheated like 10 times. You got caught out. A man's ego is very different, and they have different standards apparently.
So we're saying it's not comparable at all.
No, we're idiots, and you guys are entitled idiots. So we're foolish for staying, and your maths in your head is somehow.
Because you know what I think it is? I think what we look for from each other is different. I think men look for respect. Yeah. And the moment we feel we've not got that from you, we're gone. So we will look at it as, if you've cheated on us, you've disrespected us, we're gone. Women, I don't think, respect is obviously important for all, but I don't think women say, I just want to be respected.
No, we have different requirements.
I think what you're screaming for is something different to what a man's screaming for.
I think we would like respect. There's so many other things, but then it's like...
Do you feel safety comes before respect? A woman wants to feel safe.
100%. But then I think it's all connected though. I can't separate the two. But what I will say is, a man wants respect, but I can also disrespect you because you're disrespecting me. I might have not cheated on you, but we might be screaming at each other every day. So it's very subjective to your standard.
That's lie.
So there's
you cheating on me is like a public disrespect because there's another man involved.
Who's like, oh, he's an idiot.
So I think it's more to do with the fact that there's another man involved. Yeah. You've disrespected me. Like, say you care about the man. You called me a dickhead. Yeah, sorry.
Can we not censor? Aladdin, we've got to censor a lot of things. Yeah. Right. You might be called that at the end.
Right. Say you called me a D-head. Yeah.
Too late.
Too late.
Carry on.
Say you called me that, and we're behind closed doors.
Yeah.
All right, run your mouth. Do what you're doing. Call me that in front of another man.
You get cussed out.
You're taking liberties. Anyway, onto this stats thing, yeah, because I think we can both agree that there's a number of platforms, not to mention any names, that their main priority is to display and push this narrative of stats. Stats. And I think what we have to be mindful of is stats simply means a quantity of data that's been collected, right?
A selected quantity of data.
There we go.
Yeah.
Which can be large or small.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't count for everyone.
And different times of the
Right.
lifetime.
So what I wanted to do, I wanted to bring some stats.
Okay.
I wanted to bring some stats
Hit us with the stats.
for us to talk about. Yeah. And I wanna read out a stat to you, get your opinion.
Okay.
Okay. So this says 70% of inmates in prison serving long sentences were raised by single mums.
Mm-hmm.
How does that make you feel?
So initially, my initial reaction would be like, whatever, and I get defensive. But I can also understand. Here's how I see it. Being a single mother is a stretch, right? You're the provider, you're everything, you're absent, you're trying to do 2 jobs, whatever it is you're trying to do to make sure your home is cool, right? So therefore your child is left unattended at times if you don't have any support. Some people have a whole village around them to raise their child, and therefore they're not probably going to be part of the stats. But there's also a big possibility that, like, I've interviewed someone in the past and they said, I started going to the streets to make money for my mum. I felt bad.
I felt like I had to provide.
Yeah, I felt like I had to provide, and therefore she didn't ask you to, but you feel like, well, my dad's not here, I need to step in. So unfortunately that can go left, and therefore you can end up in jail. But I feel like it's more about pointing the finger on the dad and go, why were you not here even though you're split? Where is dad? Do you know what I mean? Like, why is a woman, why don't you say absent fathers rather than single mothers? Because that hits different, right? Because then the finger's pointed at you.
Yeah, but the reason why I bought that one is because that was in 1996.
But I wonder what it is today.
But this is my point. I've thrown a stat at you, which could come from anywhere. It's come from 1996.
Yeah.
This does not say we're raised by single mothers without the father being present at all. We're raised by single mothers in the UK. This is America as well.
Yeah.
But I can bring a stat to the table to make you feel away without giving you the actual information as to where it's come from.
Yeah.
So 1996 is 27 years ago. But I'm using this stat now.
So I felt old right now.
To push a narrative, right? Let me give you another one.
Go on.
The proportion of single parent households in a community predicts its rate of violent crime and burglary.
Say that first part again.
The proportion of single parent households in a community, so the more single parent households in a community, basically predicts the rate of violence and crime.
I can see that.
1988.
Yeah, I can see that though.
1988.
I know.
But again,
I agree with you. So 100% people who are using stats they're throwing stats around, A, without knowledge when it originates from, B, to manipulate the conversation and to make you feel some kind of way. And also I've seen people, like she said, like her guy sending her stuff to make her feel guilty. So,
which is a form of power.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's just like, if you really wanted to like really talk about it, let's talk about like why the father's still not trying. Why the father's, just because you've split up, why is it they've now disconnected from the commitment? So I feel like there's a reason. But what I realized as well is that the statistics change at every podcast. It's like 80% of people of the population will end up in jail, and then it's like, no, 80% in jail. Then it's like actually 70%. It's like, make up your mind.
It makes no sense. And then what I thought would be really empowering, because let's look at some positives, right? So I found some information, because I do research as well.
All right.
There we go.
The AA Ron in the house.
The AA Ron.
Right. Ron.
So a 2017 study looked at the long-term effects of single parenthood on kids and found that it had nearly no impact on their general life satisfaction. The authors also found no evidence supporting the widely held notion from popular science that boys are more affected than girls by the absence of their fathers. What mattered most in terms of thriving, they concluded, was the quality and strength of the relationship between children and parents. Parents. Yeah. A separate 10-year study on single parenting that collected data from 40,000 households in the UK, because that's important, right?
It's more direct to our world.
Yeah. came to a similar conclusion last year. There is no evidence of a negative impact of living in a single-parent household on children's well-being. With regard to self-reported life satisfaction, quality of peer relationships, or positivity about family life, the report states, children who are living or have lived in single-parent families score as highly or higher against each measure of well-being than those who have always lived in two-parent families.
I believe that.
Why are we not talking about that?
So I believe that, but I also feel like there is a lot more strain on a single mum
Of course there is.
or a single parent. For so if you're a single father, it's still like it's a lot to take on. Like, and there are like there's not an extra voice to help lay the foundations with you and to make sure that you're monitoring your child. So there is like little concerns of loopholes where your child can slip into the system.
Yep. But single-parent households have so many definitions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it from a divorce? Was it from birth?
Yeah.
Was the
it
dad
death?
ever
What is it?
involved? Is he?
Yeah.
So I just think if anyone's throwing stats at you, always ask the question, where have these stats come from?
Yeah.
Do they actually relate to present day?
Yeah.
Are they UK based?
And not just that, why does it have to be you? And if you know who you are as a person, like whether you're a single father or a single mum, like know who you are and know like that you've got this. Like you can actually, like you said, you came from a single mother household, and I think you've turned out all right. I don't know.
I feel like, you know what? I feel like people are waiting for me to end up in prison to be like, see, there he is.
But you've done good.
Yeah,
Alright.
education wasn't great.
That's right. Not everyone's
It's all
academic.
right. I feel like we got here. But you know what? One thing I want to say is, if you've broken up with the mother of your child, rather than trying to fear her into being with you, why not just treat her the best way possible?
I think it's just like a coping mechanism. I think some men freak out and then they automatically kind of go, like, they just go to the emotional reaction, which is like trying to like, I think they just, like, the panic mode is quite negative. And I think and then that's why sometimes some men are very apologetic, very like tearful, very sorry. Then it's just like, you mother trucking what? And I'm like, I don't know what this bipolareness is, but like, do you love me or do you want to kill me? Because like, I don't know.
The noses are back.
But what I will say is, there's so many, I can say women, because I've had this conversation. I do life coaching for women. I have women in my DMs all the time.
Plug.
You know, but there's so many women who are currently feeling like a single mum and their partner's right next to them. Who live in a house with a man, but they feel like a single parent.
Talk about that.
And I think having someone physically in the house has to make sense. It has to make sense for the child's mental well-being, your mental well-being, both of you, even the other parent.
I don't want to stop you. That's such a bar.
But when
no, I can't let you carry on. I feel like we need to rewind that. Having someone in the house has to make sense.
Yeah, 100%. Because I felt alone, and it's like the most use I felt was, I can jump in the shower and my guy can just be in the same room as a child. But could I depend on him for things? Can I know that he's going to alleviate me of certain responsibilities? Do I feel like he's going to emotionally support me? No, if anything, I was now looking after an extra person. And it's just like, so what am I doing in my life? And it's just a fear of being physically alone. But mentally, you're already alone. Emotionally, you're done out here. So it's just like, it's just biting the bullet and taking that step. And that's why when I talk about these things, I'm not encouraging people to step out and like bun their relationships. But just know if it's not serving you or him, because let's just say you and I are in a relationship, right? And it's broken down, we live together, passive aggressiveness, we're both now leveling up to each other's negative energy. I'm doing you a disservice, you're doing me a disservice, because I know you actually have the potential to be a great guy, and I know who I am, and I'm not behaving in the way I should be.
We're both suppressed. Together,
we're not doing any good. So when we go our separate ways, you then revert back to you, and therefore your child gets to see the best version of you. I then start building myself, and then my child starts thriving off me, and together this child is the happiest child. And it's just like, there are so many single women who aren't physically single. Mandem, do better.
And you've only got, you've got one life, right?
That's it.
So reach your full potential within it.
So for the dilemma, what I'll say to the person is,
bun this guy. Sorry.
No.
I wanted to say it. I'm
Yeah,
not saying you have to agree.
You,
I'm saying ban this guy.
But from a perspective of just getting her to come to her own conclusion, what does he do for the child? What does he do to serve you? what kind of impact does he have? Is he a positive role model? Because the statistic thing, absolute nonsense. My child won't be a statistic. I won't be a statistic. And I've proven it by remarrying and being in a blended family and now having a new baby, right?
But we're all a statistic. We're all a statistic.
You chose this word,
I
sir.
chose the word. We're all a statistic. Thanks for the thumbs up, Aladdin. Yeah, we're all a statistic. But it just depends on what the data is.
I'm a statistic of a successful mother.
There we go. Bang.
But at the end of the day, it's what you decide it to be. So I think it's so important for the parent to see what is it they're going to witness. Because like, imagine being together for the sake of not being a statistic, right? I'm just showing off that I can say it and you can't. Yeah. But then come back here. Anyways, imagine how much trauma your child has to unlearn and unpack as they're growing into adulthood, because they've had to witness mum and dad always fighting, dad putting his hand on mum, dad always stepping up, mum always staying quiet and oppressed. What are you teaching your children? What are we setting the bar? Because we're technically together. Now that our child's now going to say, no, if he sees us constantly negative, he's more likely to act out. He's more likely to become a bully. He's more likely to deflect his energy. He's more likely to hate the concept of companionship.
Facts.
Let alone marriage. He will start thinking this is okay behavior because dad does it. And dad's my role model because he lives in my environment. So I'd rather be a single mother and have a beautiful child who is full of love and energy and respect and kindness and softness than to be raised in an environment where we're just harsh, negative, passive aggressiveness. The mum's crying all the time. I remember I cried so many tears. Now I cry from laughter.
Cry from laughter. She's coming with bars today. You know how you just spoiled it. Just spoiled the whole thing. You just need to know when to just sit back and take the compliment.
Sorry, I don't know how to take compliments.
People, men have added me for this year and said what I'm about to say. But my son's mum, Tyler, my youngest, his mum's married, so he has a stepdad, and I've seen a level of happiness in her that I wasn't able to give her. And we could have stayed together for the benefit of the child.
Yeah.
But my child is happy.
Yeah.
His mum's happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
It just meant that it just didn't
And do you know what's mad?
happen together.
And do you know what's mad? You could have made her happy. She could have made you happy, but you just weren't in the right place of growth. And I think that's just accepting that, rather than, oh, well, why is it this person makes that person happy? It's like, you couldn't benefit each other at this point, and it's accepting it. And when you accept that, a man, like, this is to other men, rather than go, oh, I'm going to make her life difficult, it's like, cool, how is he helping my son? How is he, like, thriving or helping my son thrive? And then when you realise that, that's your main interest. Like you always say, focus on the children, right?
Yeah.
Once you focus on the children, then you'll be accepting of any changes. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Because it benefits.
I realise we always say, does that make sense?
I know.
Guys, we're going to keep saying it.
Does it make sense? new podcast coming soon.
Cool. Does it make sense? Any final... Wait, Aladdin, how much time do you have? Please hold the line.
Is that 1 minute or is that just a finger? Oh, is that all?
Oh. All right. We
got room. We got room to breathe.
Brother, I felt like we're talking forever.
Yeah, I thought, oh, this is like 50 minutes. We're in. I was like, damn.
Did you feel like at any point that you should have gone back to your relationship for the sake of not being like...
My biggest issue was I felt like I was becoming my dad.
I remember you saying this.
Yeah, I just hated that feeling of... As growing up, I always said, this guy... waste man wasn't there. I'd never do that for my kids.
Yeah, that would never be me.
Yeah, and I always felt that if I'm not with their mum, I am him, because I didn't see someone that wasn't with the child's mum being able to be a good dad. Does that make sense? So I connected not being with my child's mum and directly meant I was a poor father.
Cause that's all, because you didn't know there's in between.
I didn't know there was in between. If you're not with the child's mum, you're a bad dad.
100%, yeah.
But being able to change that narrative, which is, although I'm not with the child's mum and my dad wasn't with my mum, I'm an amazing father to my children. And being able to wholeheartedly say that with chest meant that it didn't matter if she was with someone else or was on her own. My relationship with my son was the priority, and that's what I was focused on.
How long did that take you? Realistically, if you're honest.
If I'm honest, I'd probably say 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, it takes time. And I think that's what people fail to understand. Like when people see, like I remember I used to not cuss, but you feel my energy about my ex-husband.
Yeah.
And it's because there was like lack of movement on their end and there's a lot of negative energy, right? So co-parenting was extremely hard.
Yeah.
It took us 6 years to get to that point.
But how did those 6 years
Stressful. Yo-yoing emotionally.
So
It wasn't easy.
So this is the thing I want to focus on, yeah. Within those 6 years, were there highs where you felt like, you know what, this could actually work? Or did you
co-parenting while being divorced?
As in, like, did you ever think within those 6 years I made the wrong decision of?
Oh hell no.
No.
No. And the thing is, my only reluctancy about, do you know the question I asked you about, would you have ever gone back?
Yeah.
My biggest fear was the cultural stigma of being divorced, and also the fact that I'm older and the fact that I have a child as a woman. Like I felt the pressures of, oh, maybe I'll never ever have another person in my life because I'm a single mum now, and I'm gonna be like a shame to the community or something.
Yeah.
So it took me a lot to build myself up to end the relationship, and I had to accept I don't really care. Like it's my life. If I die tomorrow from like whatever, like no one, my life's gone in it. So basically, to conclude, it's all about me and my child.
Mm-hmm.
What everyone else thinks is irrelevant. Like I'm gonna upset people, but let's get over it. But no, never ever. Like he's never grown enough for me to go, do you know what? Yeah, we could have. Like now I look at him and I don't understand how we were ever together, and not in a disrespectful way. Like we're so different. We're so far apart. He's a great dad. Go on.
No, I'm hearing you. I'm feeling it.
Yeah. Like I look at him and I don't ever like have like any moments. Like the whole entire time we've split. From the minute it ended, we never went back. This whole blurry line of, because we were together, we can go back to but like don't confuse the narrative. From when it ended, it was done. And when a woman ends a relationship, I know we're digressing, but when a woman ends a relationship, she already had tapped out a while ago, but she's hanging around just in case you decide to just wake up, appreciate her. And so therefore when she ends it, she's done, been done.
Yeah.
So when a guy goes, right, you women are cold, you know, you just just end it and you're done.
It's not been a split decision.
It's like, my dear, I had to think about my children, I had to think about my family, think about your family, think about like everything. Like me is the last person. And it's like, so for me, it took a lot to end it. And I just knew, based on just observation and the environment, that this person doesn't have any desire to grow. This is who they are. And I'd completely I'd grown so much from when I met him that we just were on different pages.
I think a lot of the time when women end relationships, it's not irrational.
No.
I feel like there'd be a A4 pad somewhere with notes that you've taken reflecting. I feel like you would have had group chats. I feel like you would have been discussing it for time rather than just, you've got on my nerves, I'm gone. I feel like sometimes
it's not
with us
an impulsive decision.
With men, I think a lot of the times ours is based on a reaction.
Yeah.
You know what? You disrespected me.
I'm done.
I'm
and
done.
then 10 minutes later you come back.
And we're saying we're done in the hope that you now react to that and show us that, you know what? No, but baby, come back.
But babes, I want you.
And
yeah. So the thing is, it's not.
Did
even...
you feel sorry? Before just no? While it's on my mind, yeah. Forget relationships with my children's mums, but I've been in relationships within the last couple years. Yeah. And I think for me, an indication that I made the right decision coming away from them was I felt lighter. Can you relate to that?
100%. Like for when you're in I can only speak really about my marriage. Everything else in between that was just getting to know people and like, but basically with my marriage, it became such a weight. It was so weighty. The anxiety, the apprehension, the tiptoeing, the what am I gonna get today? Like what mode am I gonna get today? Do I have to? Are we ever gonna bust a joke? Is it a single photo that we're gonna be smiling in? Like showing face, like you know, like when you pull up to events and you're like everything's hunky dory.
Yeah.
But then as soon as you get in the car, you're like, yeah, cool, safe. And it's just like, what are we doing with our life? Like, what is this? And the minute I let go, I'm like, cool. It's a different kind of stress, but I'm gonna take it because I have now my peace at home. Like, I have literally my box, my world, and there's no one else just trying to like.
You're in control.
Yeah, there's no negative energy vibrating through the room.
Yeah.
There's other negative energy, but it's like outside.
And
I
you've
wanna
got
turn
to
my
break
phone
from
off.
it when you come home.
That's it.
Mm.
And it's just like people thinking, oh my God, it's going to be so hard. It's not going to be as hard as sitting there and tolerating. So the cheating part, for example, like my insecurity is real. Like I can never take someone back who's cheated. And that's just real. That's for me. I've accepted. If anyone wants to step out, I will tell you it's best for both of us to call it a day. Because I will never, ever, ever forget the fact that you cheated. and I will be petty wap with every single time something happens. I'm like, yeah, but you cheated though, no?
Let me ask you a question. Aladdin, how long we got?
1 minute. We completely digress off topic, by the way, which is calm.
No, but I feel like it shows levels, right? So I don't feel like, from my understanding, I've ever been cheated on.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't think.
Okay. What's the definition of cheating?
While we're together, you've done something with someone else.
What is so physical?
So as in, all right, you've put yourself in positions with another man, be it. Because to me, if you're engaging in an interaction with another man on a certain level, I feel like
you're talking like in code.
No, because what I'm saying is
I'm not
talking. You don't have to have. You don't have to have.
Oh, are you talking
no,
about?
you don't have to have sex in order.
In a DM?
You don't have to have sex in order to cheat. Like
okay, that's what I'm asking.
There
What's
can be
your
a
definition of
no,
cheating?
but there
Some
isn't
people
like a
are
definition.
If things connect in the body, then it's cheating.
I feel like if you're engaging on a regular contact with a man, that if I found out I'd be pissed about, there's some form of cheating going on.
Okay.
And I don't feel like that's ever happened. But I have broken up with an individual, and within what I class as a short window, something happened. I still feel like that's disrespectful.
Why?
Because that person was around when we were together.
Oh, that's just yeah.
And I had issues with that person. So say, for example, me and you are together, and I'm like, my guy's on you, yeah? No, he's not. Me and you break up. Within a week or so, you two have done something.
Yeah.
Yeah? But I still got back with that person after.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And that's what I wish I never did.
Why did you get
Yeah, no. This is what I'm saying. So you're saying if someone cheated on you, you could never go back.
Hey, Ron, you got options, boo.
But what I'm saying, no, this was before the options came. Yeah,
this is for the beard group.
Yeah, this is before the beard group. But what I'm saying is, if someone cheats on you, you wouldn't go back.
Nah, I couldn't.
I'm the same, but I'm also now of the mindset of, you can still disrespect me outside of the relationship enough that I would never go back to you.
Outside, okay, so the fact that went with this person, my guy, that you know who he is.
Yeah, I should never have gone back.
I mean, she's no longer your property. Like each man.
But when we got back together, there were still issues, and I couldn't switch off from that.
But are they all other issues all linked to this guy?
That person was the baby father.
Oh, see, look.
I don't know. Do you see what I'm saying? So that person's always now going to be around.
Shade, but women need to stop going back to the father of their children if they have no desire to be serious with them, because then when you find the person and you want to settle down with them, they'll know that you guys have been back and forth. That man will never feel safe around you. He will always feel you will step out, and if this guy comes in and says, have me back, I've fixed up, you're going to be like, okay, goodbye. And therefore, you're putting yourself in a worse position. And that's why I made it explicitly clear. It's done. No blurring of lines, no nothing. Because the amount of men who I don't deal with women who have children because I don't know the relationship between her and the dad.
Yeah.
Like he'll at any point she can go back to
That's
him.
my biggest concern. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's because some women blur the line. Some women are like, well, we have a child together, so what are you saying? And it's just like, but then what are you doing with your life? Like, that's cool. Maybe you're wasting time, or maybe you're still having hope. Whatever your reason as to why you're doing it, whether he's your partner, a little something on the side, or a potential one day he'll wake up, but he's not in a relationship with me right now, so I feel empowered. It then messes you up because the next guy will come and be like, yeah, I'm not here for it.
Yeah.
And even if it's in your past now, you put a line under it, you'll still turn around and say, I don't feel secure enough as a man that you will stay with me.
And that's one of the things that I have to identify early on. If I'm starting to chat to a woman or speak to a woman, what's the relationship like between you and the father of your children? Is it, when did you break up? Has there been back and forths? I need to know, like you said,
But
keyword you
sometimes
said.
it's hard because some women won't tell you because they know.
If they don't tell me, you're already, and I find out, like you said, safety. I
Lying,
think a lot of the times
cheating.
people think the woman needs to feel safe. As a man, I need to feel
That's
safe.
what I'm saying. A man.
I need to
from a
feel
man
safe.
perspective, I can get it and I can see it because I didn't realize that there are women out there and there are men out there who can go back to the other parent instantly. To me, I just thought when you're done, you're done. But it just depends on how they started off in the first place. Like there's so many different variabilities to why there's a possibility they'll take each other back. But either way, it's that environment itself is really messy. And I think anyone who's trying to split things up and be amicable for the sake of the children, this whole interaction back and forth will not help your child. Just
Dead it.
nip it
Dead it.
in the bud. Any last thoughts, my dear?
No, this is a sick podcast, you know.
How are you gassing yourself
No,
up?
I'm just saying.
No
I
one's
feel
watched it yet.
No, but this is you know what? This is one of them things, yeah. Especially this episode.
Wait, can you do?
When that's not even the noise. I got it wrong, innit? I got the noise wrong. Now,
You know when the gun doesn't work?
Yeah,
You
the
watch
gun-
documentaries. It sees halfway.
the gun backfired. No, point being, what I'm trying to say is I feel like this was an episode that I would have even watched and been like, no, this is a great episode. So, no, if you've watched this, if you've got this far, cameras, I don't business now. Yeah, I'm comfortable.
He's talking
Yeah,
to
they
all
wanted me
cameras.
to
He
be
needs to not
they
looking
they
at
wanted
them.
me to be comfortable. I'm comfortable. If you've got this far, make sure you subscribe,
Yes, please.
liked, commented, but more importantly, share it with someone that you
Yeah.
think could benefit from an episode
Yeah.
like this.
And obviously, if you guys want to share your dilemmas, please slide in our DMs. You can catch me on I am Hebz with a Z. That's on Instagram.
And you can catch me on @raisingboys_to_men on Instagram and TikTok.
Anyways, guys, we're out.
Peace.
You did 2 sounds.
It went, I didn't know what, because I went to go pew, and then I was like, no, that's not the pew.
His and her point of view. In this world where we grew, there's his and her point of view, his and her point of view. In this world where we grew, there's his and her point of view.